After that, I don't think anybody wants to listen to me speaking, but I have to say just a couple of words. If you weren't here earlier at the AGM, I was elected as the chairman of this wonderful society. Thank you. I hope I can deliver on the expectations that have been put on me. I've been coming here a long time. I did my long speech earlier at the AGM, so if you missed that one, anyway, I'll give you just a short one because did everybody have a good, interesting day? Yes? Everybody found something interesting? Yes. Anybody who's not a member, Francis is outside waiting for you to join. And by becoming a member, the society needs you to have an active role and say what you'd like to see and hear at various things. We're going to try and put on some extra seminars. So a lot of people this year had applied to speak today or have a presentation, and they weren't being able to accommodate. As you see, it needs to be varied as well so that everybody has a bit of interest in what goes on. The society as a whole, I've been coming here a long time now. It's based on a lot of its academia, or whatever it is, has an academic look to it. There's some of it's politics, some of it's to do with other things in education. I'd just like to talk about one thing that brings maybe the tone of the evening down or something, which is 1 minute of politics about education. The war now has gone on for 3 years. There's a lot of bad stuff, very bad stuff going on. But if you imagine that for 3 years, kids who have supposedly should have started education have not gone to school. And it's not known how much longer they will not be able to go to school. Already 3 years, the war might go on for another, or the conflicts and stuff for another 5, 10 years. And you can imagine not having any educated people. It's just, their childhood is lost and their future's been stolen. And so really the war must stop. The war must stop, and then we must think of whatever else happens. That's the politics as far as I'd like to say today. We talk about Sudan, but obviously South Sudan, that we've heard today, especially from Nikki earlier, how also they're affected by maybe what's going on from Sudan and what's going on internally within themselves. The society is trying to reach out to more South Sudanese people to take an active role, more membership, but to take an active role and see what they want to do and what we can do to attract them. So we need their help. We need the help of the young, because the dynamics have changed. When the society started, and for the last few years maybe it was slightly lowered, most of the people who were taking an active role were people who came back from Sudan, who taught there and had that link with Sudan. Now things have changed. For a number of years, people haven't been able to go and do those kind of things, especially now from the wartime. Even Sudanese people have not been able to go there and do the study. But as you've seen today with Zaki and his lot, and Nada the first, a lot of people are doing research here and studies here and stuff that link in with Sudan and what's happening in Sudan. And we need to take more of an active role. The young people need to be enticed to join the society and see what they want to do. I've already talked to some today, and we're hoping to maybe have some kind of a meeting in the next few weeks to see what we can do. But I'd like to just leave you with something that Zaki Ibrahim's father once said when he was president the first time, and he was in the other building on the day of the symposium. And this is the important part for us, because we need the input of Al-Khawaj and the foreigner. he said, you know, I'm very thankful for, very eloquently, of course, about being president of the society. And then he said, now tell me about my country. And that's why we need to hear from people who are non-Sudanese. We had Hassai today from Japan. We have all these people, as well as the people who are doing all the studies and research here who are Sudanese, but we need to still hear what the non-Sudanese think of us and think of our country. I hope everybody has a good trip home.